Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game, everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
And that gets things running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think you'll get much better than Vinicius Junior. His raw pace, added to the infinite amount of trickery he has up his sleeve, are sure to cause any defence no shortage of headaches. He just needs a better final product at the top level.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches.
And he cuts out the supply.
And the counter is on.
Palmer.
There they go, hunting again.
Koundé. It's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Upamecano cuts out the pass. So what can they make of this?
Vinicius Junior unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe
Will not want to lose out.
shoots!
Goal! So smooth.
A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Porto finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, that is a nice touch. He's picked his way through. Oh, that was vital.
Son Heung-min. Oh, they can break here.
Porto really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And here's Osimhen.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Ødegaard.
Oh, super find.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Son Heung-min.
Nicely spread. Oh, well measured. And that's gone loose. He'll try to keep this alive.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now it's Osimhen. Oh, that's a key interception.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
They get a throw in. And that has been cleared.
Mbappe gets a foot in here. That ball looks a good one.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
And the shot! Goal! They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is... He's having a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well read, and the danger is averted.
Porto do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
And he's gone backward here.
Barrios. Look at the space here.
Now it's Wood. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half.
Yeah, it's an invitation to go for goal that you just can't resist.
Upping sticks it away.
That's a good ball out wide. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Reinildo cuts it out.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Out of play for a throw.
Koundé gets rid without sophistication. Oh, can he get onto this?
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Reflections on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substituição para o Porto. Número 9. Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar com o número 18. Vamos dar
Genshabili get the second half going.
Nunez.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was...
Oh, what has happened here?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's Palmer.
Oh, the ball's come loose here.
And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. Cleared without hesitation. Walker with the clearance. Guardiol aims beyond the defence.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
It's a promising position.
It'll be a throw-in.
Oh, what a climb!
He will be livid with himself.
Genshabili are looking to play on the Reynildo with a definite foul there.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
No, he's just misjudged that one.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Now it's Haaland. Ødegaard.
Oh, well played.
Okafor. Played into space. Solot in acres of space out wide.
Oh, the whistle's gone, what's he given? And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Substituição para o Porto.
Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper.
Número 22. Número 13. Número 20. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 29. Número 7. Número 10. Número 11.
He scored! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
And it didn't take him long. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And it's played in. Big chance!
Oh, he's really drilled it.
Rafael Leao clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Havertz. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's going to go a long way. Havertz. Wharton gets across to intercept that. And now they can clear their lines. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Haaland tries to play it through.
An uncompromising challenge.
And he's quick to get it clear again.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, that's well spotted.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Knocks it into space. Yamal has it in a wide position. Big header!
And somehow he has kept that out.
Porto have their second corner now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Eder Militao attempts a clearance.
Can he finish? They've done it! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Threads one in.
Zaniolo
Is wide and looking to get onto this. Guardiol getting this one clear. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Looking for the run.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Terrific header! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3! They have their boot on the throats of their foes. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Gensler-Birli, decent chance! It's in!
It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed!
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Can he latch on to this?
And the flag has stayed down.
No way through. Cleared away. Kimmich. Upamecano gets over and in. And that will be it. Porto were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Porto desperately failing to impose themselves on the game.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, good chance here!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now, he's got space here. And that has been knocked clear.
And that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Nunez is flagged offside.
And he cuts out the supply.
Nunez! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Nunez has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And that should get the job done.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Porto have the chance to go the other way. He's in space and looking for options. An uncompromising challenge. And that has been clubbed away.
And it's Palmer. And here's Osimhen.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. It's a promising position.
That's tidy. Wood.
Still goalless. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Nunez finds himself offside.
Stood up well to him there.
And this is Son Heung-min. Tries to get it clear. Cleared without complication. And claimed it back swiftly. Kyle Walker.
Tries to pass it through. Now it's Osimhen.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Osimhen. Now it's Osimhen. Yamal. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's on it, can he get away? And he's there to belt it away. That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Porto are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Played with finesse. That'll be a throw.
Now that looks a decent ball.
In towards the back stick.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
And the cutback.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Palmer.
Yamal. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Deftly away.
And they're back on the ball again.
Great vision.
Mosquera gets good distance on it. And it's Wharton. Oh, perfectly measured that. Decent chance! He'll try to keep this alive. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Son Heung-min does really well to win the ball there. Couldn't squeeze it through.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Palmer. Now it's Yamal. And he's had a hit! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substituição para o Porto. Número 9. Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar com o número 11.
And we're off again.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Vinicius Junior goes steaming forward. Vinicius Junior. And here's Yamal. Palmer. He's got full. Oh, taken with style. And the second half is off to a flyer. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
And the finish!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely weighted ball. And he's managed to get rid. Reinildo. And he can clear it away. Gensler Bierli appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Gensler Bierli have reclaimed it. Oh, played right into his path. That has ended up in no man's land. And that's a dangerous ball. And that is out of play.
Substituição para o Porto. Número 13. Número 7. Número 10. Número 20. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 20.
Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Número 22. Número 21. Número 18. Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the pass is intercepted. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And the shot! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And back to the keeper.
Vardiol.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And he's managed to get free. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Throw it. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. He's got away. Lobotka going full tilt down the right-hand side. A lot of... Tries a shot!
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Mosquera gets across to intercept that. Now there's the clearance. Looking for the run. Now the... Oh, shooting chance! It's bounced back off the post. Mohamed Salah. Now it's Havertz. Strokes it back. Cleared away. It's a good spell of possession, this.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And it's Zaniolo. He can get that clear. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Konate wins the duel this time. And the number on the board is 3. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And that was very necessary. Now it's Okafor. Can he get on the end of this? That's good play. Oh, important interception. That's that, the end. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honest.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent. He's not going to fall for cheap tricks either. He's just not that type to dive into tackles.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior.
A heavy challenge.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Nicely weighted ball, well timed, excellent interception. Van Dijk, he's fizzed it forward. Played back. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Wharton goes steaming forward. Chouameni, that has been cut short.
Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And here's Nunez.
Danger averted for now.
Pinches it off him. Kimmich.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
And it's Kimmich. Aims beyond.
Osimhen! And for a moment, time stood still. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
And he's being shifted off it. Palmer. And the pass is intercepted. Porto do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the pass.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one. Palmer! Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois!
Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, can they get him away?
Palmer unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Nice physical challenge.
Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And he's quick to get it clear again.
Palmer gets into some space. There will be a throw-in.
Palmer. Nice looking ball. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Wharton. And Kyle Walker. That's very neat. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. And he cuts out the supply. Threads one in. Caught offside that time. That's a decent clearance. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Darwin. Now it's Wood. He's having a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Wood clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. He's got through. Oh, it's hit the post. And now a sudden chance to counter. Great defending, strong and determined. Son Heung-min. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Vardiol gets it clear. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Yamal's cross. Brilliantly cut out. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
So off we go once more.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Foot in. Nicely spread. Palmer. That is good alertness. And it's Palmer. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Porto clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
It's just beyond his reach. Okafor. Now it's Solot. Barrios. Not the most accurate pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Zaniolo. Can he get on the end of this? Deep cross.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that looks
that's a decent ball. Oh, super far.
And a chance! And that was neither one thing nor the other.
Well, chances like that need a delicate touch, and they're quite a tough skill.
That's an imaginative pass. Great ball, shapes to shoot! He scored! And finally he has breathed life into the game! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Porto are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Substituição para o Porto. Número 9. Número 20.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Número 22.
Porto have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Número 11. Número 17.
He's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Genshabili appear to be happy to let their front player... Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's trying his best to... Oh, what has happened here?
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Knocks it into space. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Genshabili really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Surlot. Now it's Okafor. The referee's awarded a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Tries a shot! It's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Vardiol. It's a good spell of possession, this. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Ødegaard. Rudiger deals with that comfortably.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Zaniolo. There's no flag.
Genshabili really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Ball swung in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Mohamed Salah was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Alisson claims it without any fuss.
Vamos ter 3 minutos de compensação.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for options for movement.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tries to play it through. Ford shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And that will be the final act. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
We have a great finisher here in Darwin Núñez. In my view, he's someone who's got it all. I think he's got the full package. We know he's strong aerially, we know he's got the pace, but he's also got a wonderful first touch and some great technique, and he has the imagination, the finishing imagination as well to cap it all off. This guy's going places.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Lovely bit of skill. And the volley. Gençlerbirliği with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Porto have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Son Heung-min. He's a sharp little ball here. And here's the chance to counter. Well, there's the clearance. And it's Walker. No luck with that dink over the top. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient...
And he shoots! It's there! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Gençlerbirliği have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And here's Núñez. Wharton. Núñez goes for a shot! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So this to extend their lead. You like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Gençlerbirliği are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, that's fabulous. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Will he see? He won't be happy with that one.
Such good technique.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. And no surprise, that's a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
And he's there to clear it. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And it's Tchouaméni.
Porto are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Mbappe.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Tchouaméni deals with that comfortably. There will be a throw-in. And that has been cleared. He's on it, can he get away? Tchouaméni gets it clear. Can he get it through? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tchouaméni clears. Porto are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Son Heung-min. Now it's Darwin. That's very neat. Oh, well played. Olise.
This is the time you need that pace.
Wood. Out of play for a goal kick. Osimhen. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Wharton.
Foram indicados
Muscular
2
approach
minutos
does
de
pay off
compensação.
here. Well, that is one way to stop him. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And there is the half-time whistle.
Caros espectadores, a vossa atenção. Temos aqui uma criança perdida. Pedimos aos pais da criança, que veste uma t-shirt amarela e sapatilhas pretas, o favor de se dirigirem às informações. Substituição para o Porto. Número 17. Abandona o relvado e vai entrar com o...
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Reinildo stood up well to him there. Distributed tidily. Vinicius Junior. And he gets rid in a hurry. That'll be a throw-in. Now that looks a decent ball. Guardiola kept his eye on it, and he's there. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Tries to get it clear. Porto come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Now it's Osimhen. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Guardiola. Defending was strong and firm. That's an imaginative pass. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Porto still have the cards to affect this game. Foyt can get it clear. Wharton. And he welcomes it in. Delivery from Mbappe.
Substituição para o Porto.
It's their second corner of the game.
Número 21. Número 9. Número 20.
And the keeper beats it away.
Número 8.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Número 18. Número 13.
Oh, he's bustling through
Está a
here.
acontecer uma substituição.
Fired deep towards the back post. And that's been repelled. Martinez gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Gençlerbirliği are looking to go forward now. Ambitious ball here. Showing great feet there. Yamal, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
And here's Mbappe. That's Dembele. He's got tall. They've got to be quick to recover this. And that has been knocked clear. Oh, he's had a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. And that has been cleared. And that was very necessary. He's given it away. He just the goalkeeper to beat. That's nice. Quality ball. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Okafor, and it's Lobotka. Nice looking ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. Porto are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack, for that matter.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Lobotka, now looking to orchestrate a counter, and he's picked out the run. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that has left him in a heap. Nicely worked. Oh, that's a... And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Time added on will be 2 minutes.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
If you're looking for options, Peter, then you're looking at Darwin Núñez, because he offers loads. A real physical presence who's always going to offer you an out ball. But I think what's impressed many people in recent times about him is the pace he can actually bring to get in behind opposition defences. And that doesn't mean he'll actually hold his position centrally. He loves to go and drift to either flank, and he can easily take on a fullback and beat him.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's heaved it away and smartly reclaimed. Keeper's got good distance on that. And he's quick to snatch it back. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's there to retrieve it. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well-timed, excellent interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. No, it's come to nothing. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Upamecano opts for safety. This looks promising. Yamal! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Lamine Yamal has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
He won't be happy with that one. And they're not going to make any further progress now. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, they can break here. Porto have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Mosquera. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Yamal.
Porto really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Gentrabili with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Vardiol is there, and he can get that clear. Vinicius Junior, the specialist in tearing teams apart. That has been cut short. In with the challenge. Yamal, good driving run. Reynildo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Wood. Can he get it through? And the counter is on. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Walker carries the ball down the right. He can run onto that. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, well measured. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Vinicius Junior. 5 minutes till the break. Pass is just off target.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Vardiol gets it away. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that's a dangerous ball. Yamal.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And there's the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
And we're underway again.
Porto have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Osimhen. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Can he get on the end of this? And they've got rid. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Kimmich. Matheus Cunha. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's looking wide. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to play him in. He is through here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, can they get him away? Nunez gets into a good position. Hoisted in. Tries to get it clear. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Now that's well seen too. Genscher Bierli appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And he welcomes it in, and the flag has stayed down. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Mbappe. Upamecano cuts out the pass. Matheus Cunha. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Substituição para o Porto. Número 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Número 10. Número 13. Número 7. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 11.
Rudiger clears it away.
Número 15. Número 17.
Rafael Leao wins the duel this time.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Threads one in. Oh, it's Dembele. Ambitious ball here. And that should get the job done. That's a lovely, neat pass. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, this is a canny finish! They want to be quick to recover this. Porto have it back and can go again. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Quality ball. Now that looks a decent ball. Upamecano. Cleared away. Aimed beyond the defence. This might spell danger. Tries a shot!
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Lovely, now then, showing good feet. Mosquera
Did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Yeah, that does look a foul.
Referee's given a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's got away. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
knocks it into space. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
No, that's been intercepted.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
That has been cut short. That has ended up in no man's land. Spread it left.
And we're done.
So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable.
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Porto can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
There's the whistle. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Who else but Lionel Messi? I don't need to tell anyone what he's capable of. Some critics don't rate him as the best player on the planet. That's because the Argentinian, for me, is on a different planet.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much.
And he's heaved it away, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Good ball over the top.
And that was very necessary.
Sane unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Sane. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Messi. Vinicius Junior
He is onto this.
Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball.
Hangs in across.
Upamecano attempts a clearance.
And we have our very first corner. Punched away. Oh, such a clever touch. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Kimmich.
Porto have had the ball in promising areas, but nothing to show for it. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. He's in space and looking for options. Aimed in towards the centre.
And the keeper beats it away. Foyt. Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Lovely feet.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Works it forward. Mosquera kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Guardiol can get it clear. Floated through. Sane gets into a good position. Vinicius Junior!
Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Vinicius Junior is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
So we're still where we started right now. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
In with the challenge. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Mbappe.
Porto are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Played in. Oh, what a climb!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Messi. Now it's Osimhen. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And he's managed to get free. Good ball. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Porto! And Porto go in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Porto have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's there to get it away. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He has found the way through. Oh, that is a nice touch. That's a throw. That was superb goalkeeping.
Son Heung-min really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Osimhen looking to run onto it. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
And he's being shifted off it. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Porto can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
And the action is back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Oh, no joy this time. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Sorlot. Now it's Zaniolo. Barrios. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Messi.
There they go, hunting again.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now that looks a decent ball. Sorlot. And that could well leave a mark.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And that has been cleared. Porto have the chance to go the other way. Genshabili are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And here's the chance to counter.
And he's intervened well there.
Messi has a look and plays it forward.
And it's Kimmich. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Messi. Oh, it's a shoot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Now this could be a chance. Flings in across.
And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Now it's Okafor. Zaniolo.
Upamecano gets rid without sophistication. The message is clear, none shall pass.
Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Cleared without complication. Wharton. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
So, power or guile, what's it going to be?
And this is a great chance to get themselves back square.
Número 7, Messi. Número 11, número 22, número 9, número 20. Vão dar os seus lugares a número
Chance for a
17,
shot!
It's hit the upright.
número 13,
Okafor gets flagged offside.
número 18.
Gentry really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
This looks promising.
Crosses it in. Big header!
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Foyt, pressing high and with purpose. Haaland might just make this. Chukwuemeka
With the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
well timed, excellent interception.
He can get that clear.
Now it's Barrios. Porto leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here.
And the score is 1-0.
Gentry really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And the counter is on.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Well, that pass isn't the best. Great vision.
Oh, just can he finish? Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was really good running. The more he moved with it, the more he realised that taking the shot was his only option.
Early ball.
Oh, well played, well played. I think we're just about done here.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Yamal is in a really good position out wide.
Ah, he's given it away. Oh, this looks sharp.
Solot chasing after it. Yeah, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. Nice control.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de
He's seen
compensação.
that early, used a certain sixth sense. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's rather hopeful. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
And there's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
Pois está em vias de ser revocado. Obrigado.
And all that remains...